You're listening to Ho to CEO. We're back, bitch.
We are so back.
So fucking back.
Back in the studio.
In the studio tonight. Hit that, OJ.
I'm
Just like,
big fan of orange juice. Huge, actually.
it's actually, I didn't really realize how big of a fan of orange juice you were until Europe.
Anyway, enough about Iceland.
More about OJ.
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Yeah, I would say he did.
You really think he did it?
1,000% I think he did it.
I'm just really trying to play devil's advocate here. He totally murked her.
Like, would you want to know if OJ
I would
your
never
dad?
want to know if OJ was my fucking father. Actually, I think I would. I'd be like, will my son have tendencies?
True.
You want to know.
Sus.
Yeah. Like, what if your dad was Dahmer? Would you want to know? Is this
Ew,
Dateline
no,
or is this Ho to CEO?
I wouldn't want to know, though. Like, that's fucking
You
creepy. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know.
Anyway, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I know you brought up a ton of topics the other day, and it kind of just like sent me down a very dark hole.
Damn. We're not the dark hole.
Very dark, Brian. But genuinely,
My
I was
bad.
like spiraling, but like not in a bad way, in a way that made me more aware of actually what goes on in the world and how we're kind of part of it too. And like we were just kind of coming to this awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
We just realized we're a part of the world.
We just realized we're part of this matrix.
We're part of the problem.
Yeah, definitely the problem.
Yeah. We?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
definitely
am
the problem.
fucking problem.
No, I asked Chat to tell me some crazy facts about the era that we live in.
Yeah.
And some of the ones that stuck out to us that we thought were worth talking about was that nowadays everyone curates themselves online to the
Right.
point where they don't even have a personality anymore. It's just like a brand. And there's like constant anxiety about how you're going to come off to everybody online.
Yeah.
So you can't just like be yourself.
Really fucked up. It made me instantly super weird think about Paris Hilton.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like she is just her brand and she has this completely different persona and voice even.
Yeah.
She just is fully transparent about how like, no, that's a fucking character I play for you guys that you like. It's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, how many people are doing that? And then I thought about how even just navigating how we want to show up online for the podcast, vlogging, whatever the fuck it might be that we're doing everything.
Yeah.
It's just navigating that character even. We feel like we felt this immense pressure and we're like, what the fuck are we doing? And it's because like you get sucked into that vortex of like how you should perform instead of just being yourself.
When like Instagram first came out, I felt like everyone was still themselves online.
Yeah, no, we had no filter and it was you look at how millennial we were.
Yeah.
Unreal. It was freedom at its finest.
We had no filter, but we also had all the filters because
it was peak internet.
we were
I loved
using
it.
all the filters, like all the preset.
The dog face.
Yeah, but also just like prior to the dog face. Like, do you remember like
Filters.
the original Instagram filters?
Oh yeah. Do you remember the original timeline on Instagram? So gross.
Yeah.
But
Do you
so
remember when you
aesthetic.
could see who was liking whose posts
Yes.
on Instagram?
Drama.
Like there was like a dashboard where you could see like where they were commenting, what they were liking,
So bad.
just out in the open.
Well, I kind of loved it actually. Instagram
I know, I was
was
just
so
gonna
messy
say.
in the best way.
Yeah, but also it was like being held accountable.
Yeah. Now it's like everyone can be fucking sussers.
Yeah, secretive. But yeah, I think the personalities merging with brands online is definitely an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not a business and you're not doing a podcast and you're not an influencer, you still spend so much time thinking about how you're going to be perceived.
We're constantly curating, editing. Like, how can I make this better? How can I approach this differently to save face?
Yeah.
But it's like, why do you need to save face from what you are and who you are? So strange. But we all do it subconsciously just because we're so used to it at this point.
I feel like the reason that people feel like they need to save face, though, is because of cancel culture.
Agreed. Fuck cancel culture.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Cancel us.
I feel like hopefully it's like finally swinging the other direction.
It definitely is. You can see it and you can feel it. People are so fucking over it, and
Yeah.
I love to see it. Everyone's
But
like,
I think
you know
there's
what? Fuck
still
you.
so much hate that people get online. The Mormon wives and like Whitney getting like absolutely torn apart.
Just dragged.
And it's like, for what, dude? Like, she was literally just being herself,
Right.
but people like couldn't handle her personality.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you don't like somebody in real life, you wouldn't like threaten their life, usually.
That's what I'm saying, all these keyboard warriors,
Yeah.
right? But I think that's just the technological age, like we said, that we're in. But even curating online, surely they do the exact same thing. Mormon Wives, reality TV show, like you have to be a completely different persona than you would be at home with your family, kids, whatever. You don't have to be, but you just are. You
Yeah,
feel like
for
you have to
sure.
put on a show, right?
Yeah. But I felt like she was just being real.
Yeah, and everyone hated her. for it.
People aren't ready for that yet, clearly. Because if they were, it wouldn't have been
Such a
taken
problem.
so bad. You would have just been like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's, again,
She
it's
literally came
swinging.
on and said, like, yeah, I came back on the show because I want to be on Dancing with the Stars.
They're like, oh my God, you just want fame. She's like,
yeah, like
I
everybody's
know.
like, holy fuck, you should die. Like, what?
Like literally they were like, kill yourself. And even the guy that was training her, kill yourself. He's like, why the fuck am I getting dragged into this shit? I'm not even Mormon.
Yeah, I feel like so that puts a lot of pressure on people. And then the other flip side of it is just like wanting to be liked.
Yeah. I think, well, that's the pressure social media brings to everybody is these numbers and databases all equate to being liked and being seen and being heard.
Yeah.
So people just crave that and want that. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what did we used to get back in the day? You know, the more friends you have, the more
Yeah.
you felt loved. Or
But like nobody counted that.
no, it was just you had friends, you didn't. You
It's not
kinda
like you
did.
were
It
like
was-
sitting there every night and looking at
Obsessing.
like how many people. And even if you
Yeah.
were, you would never be anywhere near like what a follower count is.
No.
For example. You know what I mean?
I never went like, oh, I only have like 2 friends, or oh, I only have X amount, whatever the case might be.
Imagine if
It's
you were
weird.
friends with every single person that follows you online.
Fucking overwhelming.
You wouldn't be able to.
No, you can't. It's all fake. You have these emotional connections with people you don't know online, and therefore you feel, yeah, more connected, like you said. But at the same time, it makes all your real connections feel just like useless almost.
Well, you don't even have time, I think, to nurture real connections if you're so addicted
right.
to your online world.
Life persona, whatever it might be. Same goes for like video games even. People have like this whole character they play. They don't even meet these people or just talking to them through headsets and just gaming, and they have this whole other world here that's not actually reality. It's the same with every form of social media, because the way, again, people show up online is just such a facade and a front.
Yeah.
It's not even real.
Yeah.
And
But I think with video games, I actually really love video games. I don't think they're as toxic as social media.
really?
Not at all.
I count.
Yeah, but have you ever been a gamer?
No, because it's just not my thing.
So how could you judge if
'Cause
you've
I
never
just watch
experienced it? Yeah, but you've never experienced it. You've
Yeah.
experienced social media,
True.
but you've never experienced being a gamer.
But you can't watch someone who's a chronically obsessed with social media and make a judgment like that.
No, I don't think so, because I feel like you have to be able to like experience something before you can judge it.
Deep. I don't agree. I can fucking judge right away. I just like if people
No,
are
you can
chronic,
judge. Obviously, you can judge because like no one's gonna stop you from judging. But I'm just saying
Try
your
and stop
judgment,
me.
your judgment might not be fair
accurate. Okay.
or accurate. Yeah, because you
That's
haven't if you haven't experienced something yourself. I feel like that's a huge problem in our society in general. Is people
Mhm.
judge without
Knowing the fuck's going on.
without experiencing it first.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't been in that scenario, you're probably not one to judge.
What do you think's the difference between social and video games? I think obviously there's a difference, but like if someone's chronically on social versus chronically video games.
I just think with video games, usually like the people are real, like, and they're very fucking real. Like this is like the realest people you'll meet are the people you play video games with, because they don't give a fuck, because you're just like in this alternate world
you, bitch.
usually playing with them. And they're not trying to put on any kind of show. You guys are just all in a game together, whatever the game may be. And usually you're like doing missions together or doing little things together in this like alternate reality. Like, yeah, the reality is not real, but the connections you build with these people and the things you guys do and like how you work together and like the jokes that get made are very fucking real. Whereas social media feels very fake. Like, I don't feel like there's a ton of like teamwork, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I feel like the reason that people connect so deeply through video games is because there is teamwork usually.
Okay.
Like whether you guys are in like a land together or you're building something or you're doing a mission together or you're fucking murdering people together, whatever it may be. Like there's so many different games out there. But yeah, I think like it does bring this sense of connection because you guys are doing something together and the people on the other end are real people.
Okay, that you know of.
But
AI.
but with social media, it's just like you don't really get together with people on social media.
Yeah, unless you like physically met up somehow, which you can.
But like when you're like scrolling or you're just like
there's no teamwork there. Yeah. There's no connection that way.
there's no real connection.
Yeah.
And if you do resonate with somebody
On social.
it's so rare that they're putting on what's really going on versus just what they think people are going to like or resonate with.
They'll be like, this is what's going
It's
on
so
in my life to try to be
premeditated.
like try to be relatable, but it's not specifically just for one person. It's weird how they talk to a mass, but then people take it so personally, which is cool, but also like not personal.
Yeah. I feel like so many people kind of figure out what gets likes and what gets traction, and then they just full force go with that, even if it's like they're not being themselves at all.
Yeah. They're just disassociating and becoming their other character.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, in the circumstance where, okay, yeah, people do put on a lot, like, just of a show, let's say, on social media. I'm trying to think of even a good exercise to, like, not. Just even for me, I'm like, what would be a good exercise to show up and be real? Because I think I am, but I'm like, am I?
Yeah.
Like, how do I check myself on that?
All right. Speaking of strategy, we'll just cut me in like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, strategy. We've had strategy all along. Number one, the would I post this if no one saw it test. Ask yourself, if views were hidden, would I still post this? If this got 12 likes instead of 12,000 likes, would I regret it? Am I proud of this content or just the reaction it might get?
As a content creator, like back in the day when I was really heavy with it, I only really gave a fuck about the analytics with like most of my shit.
Yeah.
But now, because I like went private, because I had men from work stalking me on social media, fucking now I'm private. And I do not give a fuck about who sees it, who likes it. It's like so for me. And then our page is more, I'm thinking of it as work and business, like analytics and shit.
Yeah. It says if the value disappears when there's no validation, then you're just doing it for performance pretty much.
Totally agree. So that's a good challenge. If your personal social media is strictly like, you're like, oh, I didn't get any fucking likes, fuck my life. Fake. Performative.
Yeah, performative. Second thing is, do I feel different before or after I post something? Am I relieved, anxious, or empty once it goes live? If posting feels like exhaling tension instead of sharing your truth, then you're probably acting.
I feel like I get like excited. Yeah,
To
I get
share it
excited
with
when
the
I
world.
post. Even like after any trip I go on, people are like, where's the pictures? Where's the content? I'm like, I want to pick all my favorites and have fun with it and then share it and then everyone likes it, cool, whatever. But I want my favorites, like it's my album on social media, because it is for me at the end of the day. But when it comes to art posting, I'm like, oh my God, always like refreshing, seeing what the fuck's going on. I need to like respond to these people. But again, I feel like that's performative because it's work.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, this is going to be
I wonder
a
if like
business.
you'd be more successful with a business account if you could feel less performative about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like if you could share things that still were exciting to share and it didn't feel like this anxious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like moments that you're truly like, you would want to share it on your own page because it's that genuine. And then like, but it goes on the business page basically. The persona consistency test. Would someone who knows me well recognize this version of me? Am I exaggerating traits that aren't dominant in my real life? Is this me or is this me but optimized?
I mean, there's me and then there's me and then there's me. Me. Like, there's a ton. So I feel like there's so many people that know different versions of me, which is so weird to say. I feel like on a personal level, I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but there's people at work who know a certain version of me, people in my day-to-day, people from fucking years ago who know this completely different version of me, and people who met me yesterday. Yeah. So there's all these different versions and they all conglomerate online, and it's like, oh, damn, I didn't know she was into that. So I guess they learn who I really am if they don't know all the versions of me.
Yeah. I always go back to my younger self. Like when I'm questioning if something feels authentic to me, I always think about my younger self and like, how would I feel back then about this?
Right.
Because I feel like that's the realest version of me, is the person that was there before all the bullshit of life happened and it changed me or made me, you know, not say certain things, not act a certain way. It's like I hold back now because I've experienced what it's like to not hold back that part of my personality, I guess. So then I always think back to like the days when I was just like, what's the word? Unhinged. Like literally unhinged. And not even to say like that I'm in the same place now, but I just think I could learn something from my past self in terms of just not giving a fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
But then I think as time went on and as I became more, like I learned so much more about business and work, and I had all these goals in life all of a sudden, and I was meeting so many people, and I wanted to now be perceived differently. You know, like I wanted to be respected. So because of that, I all of a sudden had to like start holding back. And then I think just shit happens. Like I think if you put yourself out there and you're very authentic and real, it exposes you to people being able to judge you
for who you really are,
and not this like character. And it's much easier to just put forward something that's not totally you, because if somebody judges it, it's not so deep. It's just like, who gives a fuck? Like, you don't even know, right?
Yeah, you don't even know who the fuck I am, actually.
But if it's like so true to your core and people respond to that negatively, or they like use it against you somehow, then next time around you have your walls up, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Very insightful.
The offline audit. Ask yourself, do I live the advice I give when no one is watching? Would my closest friends roll their eyes at this post? Does my real life back up my online narrative? If the answer is kind of, that's okay. But if it's absolutely not, then you're definitely putting on a show.
I don't feel like you hold space for me to ever think that. Like, you're not some chronic online human. You're not posting things that, like, are not you at all. Like, you post very rarely, too, and you're selective. And what you're selective with, it's you. It's, like...
I think there's been times where I've wanted to post certain things, but then didn't, because I felt like that's not who I am every day.
Okay.
It was just, like, a highlight. And it almost felt wrong to post it if it's just a highlight. You know what I mean?
It's not reality.
Because it's not my everyday. And I think one of the things that's so wrong with social media is all you see is people's highlights.
Yeah, it's a highlight.
Which, like, obviously, because they want to share what's exciting in life. But it, at the same time, depresses everybody that's online, because all they're doing is comparing their normal life to this unrealistic highlight reel.
Yeah.
And then some people take it the next step, right? Like where you have literally influencers that like rent mansions and private jets and cars and try to pretend like that's their life when it's not really their life.
Yeah, it's like, I can rent a fucking Lambo for a day.
Like anybody can do that.
Yeah, well, you can do that too.
Maybe not anybody, but probably most people.
One day you will.
When you're 30. That's the one good thing about being fucking old, is you can rent all the crazy cars. But
I'm dead.
Yeah, like even sometimes the things that I have achieved in life and like material possessions, like I hesitate to post sometimes because I'm like,
Why?
Because I think to myself, this is so funny, but I think to myself, like, my dream car is like $2 million.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, I don't own that. And if I was to open my page as somebody that's like a millionaire, you know, and has all these crazy things, and I saw that I was posting something that's like 50K, I'd probably be like, brokey.
Wow, so you're a bitch. No,
Well,
just a judgmental.
not brokey, but I'd be like, you know,
yeah, brokey.
but like, okay, cool, you know, but not that cool.
Yeah, not as cool as you could be.
Yeah, so I'm always like, I want to really hold out
for that post.
I want to hold out for the $2 million car post.
You're like, little did you know, bam!
Yeah, literally. That's like my
Okay.
dream, is to just get to that point where I can just fucking, when I do flex, it's something so fucking unattainable that people are like, wow, go fuck yourself. You know, like, it's not even going to cause a positive reaction, by the way. Like, I'm sure people aren't going to be like, amazing, good for you.
Yeah. But why though? You want people
Why
to
what?
think, you want to be like, yeah, fuck you guys and flex on these hoes? Like, what's the reason? Like, we just went from like, oh, we have personas and being perceived online. You're like, actually, I'm going to flex on these hoes with my $2 million
No, I
car
think like
one day.
if I was to flex, I would want to flex with something so fucking sick. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think it's like, I'm like, why would you flex with something that's like mid? That's what I think.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
that's fine.
but that the same concept goes for like influencers that are renting shit that's not theirs and trying to pose as if that's their life
Yeah,
when it's
that's
not
fucking
really their
weird.
life. But it's like, you're flexing shit that's just like,
You're flexing shit that's not yours. That's
and I
weird.
fall into the trap too. Like, I've posted shit definitely that I feel like maybe that was like a flex of some sort, but I didn't feel like a flex for me. It felt more like just like it was cool, like it was a cool photo, or you know,
Yeah. Oh,
the lighting was right, whatever.
I'll flex on these hoes. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like, but it's not even a flex. I think it's more like certain things are a priority for me. And people be like, well, what the fuck? It's like, it's just not a priority for you. And that's okay. But I want to show this shit that I work hard to do off.
Yeah. I
So-
think I'm always like stuck between those two thought processes in my head.
Yeah.
Like, one side of me, I'm like, I've worked so fucking hard to get to where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be able to celebrate my achievements. But the
Yeah.
other side of me is like, people aren't going to perceive that as a celebration. They're going to perceive it as me trying to show off, or me.
Fuck them.
You know what I mean, though?
I know what you mean, but fuck them.
And it's like, the people that matter to me know,
Mm-hmm.
and they're there. So I'm not, it's no surprise to them.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, who am I putting that out for then?
Okay, so yeah, when you circle back and say that, that's where it actually makes sense, because I'm like, who cares? Like, that's the whole thing about not being performative. But then when you say that, it's like, yeah, I'm then just performing.
Yeah. Like, my family and my closest friends obviously know, because I'll fucking send it to their DMs.
Yeah,
Like,
you
they don't
actually
need to
send it to
see my
them.
story to know. So then I'm just like, who
Who's
the
this
fuck is
for?
this story for? You know, it's just for
Yeah.
like the extended group of people that don't really give a fuck to know me enough to have my number, text me, or check in on me, and vice
Yeah.
versa. But like, I care about what they see. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I care that they know like where I'm at in life or what I'm doing.
That's true. That makes sense. Okay.
This is the advanced level of knowing if you're a fake fuck online.
Oh God, give it to me.
Don't post for 7 days. Do you feel irrelevant? Do you feel calmer? Do you feel like yourself again? If your identity feels shaky when you're not posting, then your audience is holding your sense of self hostage.
Think I used to. I don't anymore though. I really got out of that.
Yeah.
I post because I'm like, wow, look at this sunset. I want everyone to enjoy it or something. And it's like
Yeah.
my story is literally the same fucking beach every time.
Yeah.
Or it's food because I'm like, damn, that's hot. Like
Yeah.
I am that bitch that takes pictures of everything we eat
Yeah.
because I love it.
Me too.
But it's not
love
like
food.
I'm annoying
I
or
just like
trying
to
to
look
be.
back at the pictures of food
Yeah,
I took.
dude. All my sunset sodas. I'm just like, fuck yeah, that's
1,000
hot.
sunset sodas.
All my espresso martinis. That's hot.
I see that shit come up on my featured pictures, and I'm like, oh fuck, I want
Cactus
one
Club
right
is always
now.
my featured picture. I
I
swear.
want
to
one
God.
right now.
I know it's probably right now on my features.
Now that
But
we're
literally,
talking
like,
about
I don't think
it. Yeah,
I could give a fuck anymore.
yeah.
But it's pulled a 180. It used to be like, oh my God, I didn't post today. Like, it was fucked. But it was because I was using social for a platform like that.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Minus business.
Yeah. I used to post stories like every day or every other day, I feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes like multiple times a day. Like for a while, that was like the norm. And then I got to a point where I was like, why am I doing this? But it was almost addictive. Like it was like, oh, like the people don't know what I'm up to, or like I'm doing something crazy. Like I went to see this crazy fucking concert and like, how do I not share that?
Yeah.
Or I went to this crazy location. And so I still took the videos and photos, but I just stopped posting them. And at first it was like, I felt like I'd gotten it down to like one every week, then like one every couple weeks, and then like one every month. And now it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, stories.
You just kind of like forgot about them.
Like that's a thing. And then I'll like go and fucking randomly share some shit. But even when I do, I never even check who fucking watched.
Oh my God. I feel like I chronically do that because it was such, for like a decade, active thing to do, to go look, and I would network that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be a good goal. Stop seeing who's watching.
Yeah, who cares?
Should stop that. That'll be my little goal.
But then that's the thing though, is like first you take that step of who cares who's fucking watching.
Yeah.
And then the next step is like,
you actually
why am
don't
I
care.
even fucking posting?
Yeah. Oh my God. We're going to get you offline. Like literally.
One brutal question for the viewers.
That's you.
Are you sharing to be understood, or are you sharing to be admired?
Big question of the week, bitches. Hoes. Hoe bags. Hoe men.
Oh,
we know there's some men watching.
Yeah, we're shocked.
We're shocked at how much men watch.
Yeah. It's weird.
Hey, boys.
We're like, we have to stop hating on our listeners.
Oh, we love men. We think men are the coolest, as Cher would say. But we don't need you.
The coolest. We still think women are the coolest.
Yeah, no. Thanks
but you're
for
not
watching.
like horrible or whatever.
Yeah, you're learning.
We're learning not to be such dicks.
Yeah, I guess. Still not a fan.
Anyway. Okay, you hoes.
I guess it's time for us to go.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode, and we will see you next Friday.
Bye.